Hey, what's up, everybody? Old Snap is here today, and today, turns out they fixed the critical and test round. So I went on and did a few testing on criticals and stuff like that. I just want to share with you guys what I figured out. And while doing this video, I noticed that another YouTuber, Hyga, he did a video on this already about discussion and all that, and kind of breakthrough and all the math and stuff like that. So if you want more mathematically way of explaining it, definitely check him up. All right, but for me, I just kind of want to know, like, is critical still gonna be good? That's pretty much the question of this video title. Is critical still gonna be relevant in the new meta and PvE, right? So that's all I want to know. I want to know how much I'm doing if I crit when when test is done. All right. So that's all I'm gonna be testing. So again, if you wanna like do a math breakdown and all that, definitely check out Hey Guy. So yeah. Okay. So how am I gonna do it? All right. So first off, I'm gonna be using Scald. The reason why I'm doing Scald with the epic enchantment, it's because it's a base damage, right? 495 with epic enchantment. That's gonna be 795 damage flat, and then I'm gonna be using Insidiate from my other character to do 200% more damage just to kill the minions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and don't worry too much about it. Pretty much it doesn't do anything, but all you have to really know is that Scout's gonna be doing 795 base damage plus all my stats, and I have 181% damage with 839 critical ratings. So just keep that in mind. And the total damage that Scout's gonna be doing with the Insidiate is gonna be 8,944 damage in live round right now. In live round, okay. Um, and then we're gonna compare live round damage to test round damage. All right, and I'm pretty much gonna put those two videos next to each other so you guys can see, and then we're gonna compare like how much damage is being reduced in test round compared to live round. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all I'm doing, because again, I just want to know like how much damage am I doing when the new meta comes. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of like be prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so before we jump right into the examples that are done, let's do a quick recap about criticals right now. Alright, so criticals in live round right now, if you crit and the mob doesn't block in PvE, then you do double damage. If the mob block, critical block, then it negates the double damage. That's pretty much it. Alright, and then with the new update that Ken's out there doing in test run right now, is that pretty much is very similar, but there's a few things going on. And one is that, one, to my understanding, I don't think there's gonna be critical decay anymore, because how critical works is that it's gonna be determined by your crits versus the mob's critical block. So what that means is that your chance of critical is also gonna varies between your crit and the mob's block. It's hard to explain, but pretty much it means that it doesn't matter how high your critical is, there's still gonna be that slight chance that you won't crit. Right? As long as the mob had criticals, there's still gonna be a chance for you to critical fail, meaning that you won't crit. Alright? So that's how it's gonna be like. And then two, even if the mob doesn't critical block your critical hit, the critical rating that the mobs has, it's gonna reduce your critical damage multiplier down to depends on how much critical ratings that the mobs has. So yeah, hopefully I didn't lose you guys. I'm pretty bad. I'm sorry if I'm pretty bad explaining, but I'm kind of just doing this at the top of my head. But hopefully you guys are following along. All right. So yeah, and maybe once we get started on the video, maybe you guys will kind of like understand, of the purpose of this video. And again, the purpose of this video is to just pretty much figure it out how much am I gonna be doing with my current stats. 181 damage with 839 critical ratings when I actually critical in test round versus live round. You know what I'm saying? So that way me and you guys can have like a good idea of like how much damage are we gonna be doing less with a critical with all the like critical rating coming through. I mean obviously keep in mind that critical block varies between mobs like obviously bosses are gonna have more critical ratings, and the higher world the boss is, the more critical rating that they're gonna have, critical critical block rating they're gonna have. So just keep that in mind. But don't worry, today I'm gonna be doing testing on Empyrea mobs, Storm Titan, Catacomb mobs, and the Devour, both in live and test round. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna be doing a test on test round of how much damage that we're gonna be doing, or how much damage that we lost. You know what I'm saying? Shit, bro, my bad, yo. All right, let's get right into it. Okay, so first I'm gonna be doing Imperial mobs. Okay, so again, my scout's gonna be doing 8,944 damage flat. Okay, and then on test round I only did 7,882 damage, which is 1,062 damage less than on live round. That's 11.8% damage reductions, and the critical damage multiplier is 1.892 around there for Imperial mobs. And then I moved on to Storm Titan, and for Storm Titan I only did 7,416 damage, and that's 1,528 damage less, and the critical multiplier is 1.8292 roughly. Now I moved on to Catacomb mobs, and for the mobs I only did 7,328 damage, which is less than Storm Titan. So that's about like 18.07 damage reduction. The critical multiplier is 1.8193. Okay, and then alright, so next I'm gonna be doing Devour. I'm gonna do a test on Devour. Alright, so instead of doing it on my fire, I'm gonna be doing it on my life. The reason why I'm doing it on my life is because the Devour has 70% fire resist, so I'm not gonna be using that. I'm gonna be using life. Alright, just so it's a lot easier for me, and this is what I'm gonna be doing. Alright, so for my stats, I'm gonna be using 87% damage and 839 critical rating. All right, and the card I'm gonna be using Clockwork. 200 damage flat. So yeah, all right. And the obvious are still gonna be the same. I know it's different from what I've been doing earlier, but it still works. Because all we really want to know is how much damage are being reduced with the new meta. Or like the damage multiplier, what's gonna be like. All right. Yeah. Okay, so on live round I did 784 damage. On test round I only did 621 damage, which is 163 damage less, and that's a 20% damage reduction, and critical damage multiplier is only 1.792. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to Karamelle. I'm on test round right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and see how much we are gonna be doing. All right. So here on live round again, we're gonna be doing 8,944 damage on my fire, same strategy. But when we deal damage, when we hit them, I'm only doing 7,688 damage. That's 1,256 damage less, which is 14.04% damage reduction in our crits. So that made our critical damage multiplier only 1.8596. Alright guys, now that I'm done with testing and all that, and you guys know and saw how much damage that we are gonna be doing with our criticals and all that, and all the damage multipliers, stuff like that. from Empyrea to Catacomb and all the way to Caramelle. And as you guys can see in Caramelle, we're only gonna be doing roughly about like 15 to 20% less damage with the criticals. So that we're talking like 1.8. You know, you guys can just kind of rewind back to see how much the multiplier was. But anyway, now to answer the question of this video, which is critical still gonna be relevant once test round hit live? And I'll say definitely, you know, it's still gonna be relevant because we're still gonna be doing a lot of damage. Like 1.8 is still a lot, guys. And so far, the boss that has the most critical block rating that reduces a lot of damage without a critical block is currently devoured, because as you guys saw earlier, he reduces the damage by 20%. So that means your critical hit is only gonna be dealing 1.8% damage on devour. Overall, I think critical is still very relevant, you know. I mean, the only downfall is that, you know, you can't guarantee to hit critical 100% now, because again, you know, the chance of hitting a successful critical hit is gonna varies on your crits versus the mob's critical block. So always keep that in mind, that there's always a chance for you to critical fail. Okay, now the next question is, how do you avoid to crit fail? Well, there's really no answer for that, because no matter how high your critical is, as long as the mob has critical block, there's always that chance that you're gonna either critical fail or they're gonna critical block. So, you know, it's up to you. You know, I mean, obviously, if you want to increase your chance of not being critical fail or getting critical blocked by the monster, definitely just go ahead and like build more critical. But do I recommend building more criticals? I'll say no. Then what am I gonna be building? Oh snap! If that's what you're gonna, if that's what you guys are wondering, most likely what I'm gonna be building is pretty much, I'm just gonna be like, for now, currently, I'm just gonna be doing Dragoon. I'm gonna be doing Dragoon with Radiant Light Brigade, unless we have something dope at level 140. Dragoon, Fossil, Avenger, Wand. Pretty much the same things. The only thing that's gonna be different, by Gocher, obviously. The only thing that's gonna be different is most likely gonna be the pet. Probably gonna be going all damage pet. And if I do go full damage pet, I'm probably gonna lose like a lot of critical rating. So I'm at 750, and according to Haga video, 750 critical ratings. That's roughly 95% if the mobs only has like 60 critical block rating. But again, you know, it depends. It can drop down to like 80% if if the mobs has like over 600 critical rating with all that, you know. So if you guys want to understand more mathematically stuff, all that, definitely check out Haga's video. I don't know how accurate they are or whatever it is, but you know, they got pretty solid info. Alright, so yeah, cause like again, you know, all I really want to test out is how much am I gonna be doing with my criticals, and once test round goes live. And I got that, so the most that I'm gonna be doing is just 1.8. So that means that, you know, the highest the mob can reduce my critical damage, it's only gonna be decreased down by 20% or more, you know, because I don't know if they might even make a mobs that has like 100% immune to like critical damage. I don't know, but as long as they don't make it like, as long as they don't make mobs like these guys, similar to these guys, like rank 17 or rank 18 mobs that reduces our critical damage multiplier below 1.5, yo, I'm down with that, because 1.5 is pretty much just 50% more damage if you're gonna crit, and that's pretty trash. So as long as it's not below 1.5, yo, I'm not gonna complain. So yo, I'm down with this. You know, I'm still gonna build crits, but it's probably just not gonna be like super like a lot of critical ratings. Probably just gonna be like around the 750s or 800. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes in the future because like yo, I don't even know yet. All right, I'm just saying. But yeah, this is my kind of like my experiment. All right, guys. Anyway, yo, I think that's pretty much it for the video. Crit is still relevant. I'm just gonna be going full damage pad. All right, guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do, or find this video helpful, definitely don't forget to drop a like. It would definitely help me out and all that. All right, guys. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next dope ass video. Peace out.
神様は